man, welcome to stream. Welcome to stream, everybody. I'm playing tonight Assassin's Creed Odyssey, story of playing in old Greece, and yeah, that's I was our start the game since a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and yeah, we are now level 17. Yeah. Okay.
What can I do to serve the gods today, priestess?
I've just got word the Athenian leader is dead. It's the sign we need. The gods want us to drive the Athenians back.
And you want me to kill all the Athenians?
Obviously. Do we have a deal?
I'll take care of it.
By Zeus, that's it.
Leave it to me.
Subscription. So dead Athenian soldiers. That's the one to place. It's a 200 meter of me. Oh my, I hear metal. I see, this is, yeah.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
Dat was al niet zo lang of niet? Nee, toch niet. Maar ik krijg dus nacht doen. If you like the video on stream, click others on the like if you want to see one more. I'm not
It's true. We better count ourselves.
Or is
To have
it
someone like him leading us.
I have a better idea. I tried to get this one. Okay.
Huh? What's that noise? Huh?
Come on, man.
Don't cause any trouble here. There's nothing for you here, Mistios. I think I saw something.
But not, no. Do you show nobody here? I see anybody more. I see 4 people. They are very close to me. Where is this body? I see nobody.
Here. I see where they fired from.
Time to get paid.
You are dying, idiot. There's another guy I murder.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Awesome. I killed a person. Ik moet alle mensen die game natuurlijk wijzen. I'm not crazy. What? het is echt wat waar het is. The king is dead. You are not happy? Yeah.
Do we have a problem?
Hey, preserves the soldiers are died.
You're back. Have you killed them?
I took care of them. Every last one.
Great work, Mistios. You've earned your drachmi.
Thank you.
292, ZTM Artime. Deze 420 niet. Ah, ik heb nog niet zo gaan. There are when people need my help.
Anything a mercenary can do for you, statesman?
My friend, a commander. They say he went mad at the festival and attacked another officer.
The sting of mania. He did something to displease the gods.
He saved my life. He must be freed. I'll bribe the other officer. Or kill him. I won't see one moment of madness ruin a good man.
You need me to deal with him.
Yes. Do we have a deal?
It won't be easy, but I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Please be discreet.
I'll be back when everything's taken care of.
Dan de kant.
You've made a few enemies, stranger. Including the person who hired me.
Fine. Give it your best shot.
Time to die! I'll never lose!
Take them!
E ora case!
não literalmente, não tentei, então eu fiz só tá bom. You are fucking
already.
Has he been dealt with, Mistios?
He won't be bothering anyone anymore.
Job well done, my friend. I believe this is yours.
You're strong, capable, and obviously resourceful. I could use someone like you on my crew. What do you say?
I have a lot to lose by leaving, but the potential of what I could gain calls to me. I'll join you.
In Laos, beetje van waanzin, beetje te Ik heb een keer gezocht van heel goed is op Wikipedia en het is mij verhaal.
Stop there!
Should be extra careful in this area.
Malaka! Got to get it out. Caught a light. Shit!
I don't know who's that cost. What's him this? gast gaan we niet meer gaan aanvallen. Ongedaan die gast.
Need something, stranger?
The followers have so much drachmi. The barking mad among the rich send donations to appease Ares.
Many hope the gods will smile on them.
What good are the gods to us now, Mystios? People need drachmi. The gods do not.
Ik heb al
So you
wel
want me to
zitten,
give you some
maar
drachmi?
Yes, any drachmi you can give helps.
It's all yours.
Golden en
Διαμοίραζε βραχίτη μετά θύματος πολέμων. Απόλεσα τον οίκο την εστία. Οι πειρατέα πεπειράτησαν ανδραποδίσει. Και εύχομαι ότι ούν είναι μόνον τα ημάς. Αλόκοτον τα μάλα.
We hebben wel zo'n die tradidonische zijn, maar dat doe ik niet nu, maar later. Missies. En dode stam en handelaar. Dat is redelijk nieuw, dat doe ik niet. Maar ik zal wel snel gaan. Niet plaatsen. En dan als een kwetsbaar, militarist. Goed is leven als je slagen. En goed, je moet als een bezoeken, maar het moet naar hier gaan, maar die plaats heb ik niet bezocht. Dat zou zijn dat ik moet weer pakken. Het plan had de diensten heel omdat hij was beroemd en het werd maar opgelopen werd en de kant beschoot af in het midden van de wereld. Oké. Ik wil weer wie die ene persoon is die aan het kijken is. Who is this guy or girl watching mainstream? I need to know what it is. Ik zie nog momenteel tot en met 11 uur. En dan stop ik ermee mensen, want morgen moet ik weer weggaan. Wat is dat voor bullshit? Wauw, dat is een bullshit. Wat lollig. Je moet dan zelf met giften dingen doen. Ik geloof niet dat ik het opnieuw moet doen, hè, want dus zover loopt gewoon tot naar die plaats. Gewoon dat die, hoe die plaats check. Ah, you're kidding me, bro.
Goddess of war and wisdom.
Come on.
Makar, Olionine.
Come on, Ella.
Weet je wat ik van is gegaan is naar die plaats hier, dat niet te ver met Chong, Yo. We staan tegen Ooster. Say hello to me and you are a boss. Or you are my friend. My webcam works not myself.
The watch will be vigilant here. Do you like the video or stream? Click the like button or by the like.
Asclepios. Super nice. But I don't know to the snake people with handle or snake. And then 20 meters. I need him dead. But it works not.
Rip you apart!
What? Are you kidding me, bro? What?
You won't escape, Mistios! What are you trying to prove? Come back here and fight, coward! You're simply delaying it. I will turn you limb from limb. I'll end you, Mistios. I'm going to find you. You're just going to be a bother. Stop running away!
I need him dead, please.
For Eddie!
zo gaan we sowieso doorkijken. Maar... Nou, één schotje is dood.
I can offer his death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
De giftminer. Nice. Haha, nice. Awesome. Nou, dan heb ik mijn mee. Nice, awesome. En we aan dit aan met Geforce. I'm so blij dat hij dood is, die kerel, want ja, doe maar is. Ik kan hem wel goed gebruiken, dat ga ik wel jou zeggen.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I gave them what the gods demanded. Justice.
The punishment seems fair. Still, it pains me to see sons and daughters of Athens turning against one another.
They tried to kill you. If I hadn't arrived when I did, they would have succeeded.
Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention it to Pericles.
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
De devil? Symposium. Het heeft van Pericles. Dat is een kleine 180 meter. Ik ben er nog lang niet te afleveren. Geen opstanders zo.
We'll be watching you, Misthios. At least give him
a 2 people are watching. Nice.
Cassandra, it's you! Phoebe!
What?
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
Phoebe is in...
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it.
Her name is Phoebe.
And I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
It's a Dutch.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow
They are
work
talking
here for
English.
Pericles.
No, voor
understand
Aspasia.
a bit. We moeten me omkleden. Waarom moet je voor Aspasia?
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to
Say
kill
hello to me.
Aspasia. We didn't know it was
If you
her,
watch
though.
to my stream.
And you convinced her to hire you.
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky.
Maybe 3/4 of the time I'm streaming, maybe or 30 minutes.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at
I need
first,
tomorrow
but
working again.
you forget about it pretty fast.
But
And
I
my weapons?
need
Don't worry, I'll take care of
this
them.
this week
You
is
don't want to
calm,
scare
and
people
the
in
next
there.
week Terror.
Well,
I need 8 days works.
I think I'm ready to go in.
Went to
You can't.
November. I'm
Not
home.
like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best
I
when
can
we try to
more
fit
streaming
in.
every day
But don't
from
worry,
morning
I have
to
just
late
the outfit
evening.
for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is.
Ooh,
If you want them
nice.
to take you seriously,
Nice
this is
clothes.
the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights today. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Die is goed aan het rampen, zou ik zeggen.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
You're leaving me alone with these people?
You'll do fine without me, I promise. Just relax, talk to the others, and focus on finding your mother.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating airblunter. I've had my fill. Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point of view.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different.
Of course, I only use the terms war, or God, or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war? I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
All you people do is talk. I'd rather not.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argiv than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Ready for more?
I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Φόβεται μη εξέλθει και ελάχιστη συναντήσουν πάλι.
Στο μετέβη μετά τους αγορασόμενοι εντάφ και συνάπτεις φτώχης δακτύλους του επιτοκόλου του κοινός και ο γείον κινείται.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I thought this party was tame even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't guess the oil soon...
Προσκλεί την κάρια μεταξύ αμφικεφάλου και τύχεώς σου. Τούτον
Κουκούνι ρίστο μετέβεν μετά της αγοράς στην τάφη. Η αγορά πληθύσε ίσου. Καχίνος ο πιτυχιβεύς έπαιζε με πενοσκηνός. Ως και χαριτωμένο. Ούκες γνώσεις και ρεστής. Αγορά απαντός και έφτισε πέρι την ουρά. Η συνάπτης πτώσεις στα κτήλους του επί το κόλλο του κοινός. Με αυτούς. Λέγος.
Στην αγορά.
Στα κτήλους του επί το κόλλο.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the god.
There's another god?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
just got here. You can't leave already.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
I've already had conversations like this with you, Socrates. I'm not in the mood to spend the rest of my night standing here.
I'd never ask you to do such a thing. You said plenty, and I feel I know you even better now.
Go while you still can. Perhaps you've loosened his ears to my point. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Myrine, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate anyway.
Als ik moet vertrekken, dan
That's all I have.
een ander eiland, dan ga ik
There is another
stoppen.
In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There is a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Maar die andere missies doe ik voor de volgende keer. Mensen, bedankt voor het kijken naar deze stream. Vind je het leuk deze stream of video? Laat een like achter. En weet niet te subscriben op mijn kanaal of abonneer op mijn kanaal. Als je het leuk kanaal vindt of qua content of qua andere video's. Maar ik zie jullie weer de volgende keer. En ja, tot de volgende. Later.